What's up, guys? It's day 26 of my 365-day challenge. I actually just did this video, and now I'm going to do it mini size because I made it too long. And I'm in Ibiza right now, and one of the things I want to talk about was past, present, and future, and where our mind is. And so it's looking at that, and there's kind of another level to it. It's either are we like dysfunctional or functional, not meaning good or bad. It's just functional or dysfunctional, meaning is it working for our lives? Is it adding value and helping push us in the direction that we want to go? So when we're in the past, if we're in a functional space, we can look back on something fun like a song or whatever, and then we hear it and it brings us nostalgic memories, it has us feel good, and we actually feel as though we're in it, like the feelings feel so real. And then when we're in a dysfunctional space, it kind of, obviously does the opposite of that. Like it will start to bring your vibration lower. Maybe if people are in that space for far too long, they can start getting depressed, or, if it goes on for years or whatever, it can lead to manic depression, all these different things. And so I always think, again, it's not necessarily that it's like right or wrong. It's just, is it functional or dysfunctional? And then based on what that answer is, you can make decisions on however you want to handle that. And then when we're in the future, our brain is literally thinking like, oh, I have these goals I want to hit. I have, this thing that I want to do, or I have a birthday party that I'm going to surprise somebody with. And it gets us excited, and we anticipate, like how I was anticipating coming here today. Like, I was so excited. Or we can also be in like a dysfunctional space where it's like, oh my gosh, how am I going to X, Y, and Z? Or like, oh, like I wasn't able to do this before. Like, I'm probably never going to be able to do this, blah, 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 whatever the verbiage is in your mind. And it gives you anxiety, and it starts to, again, like kind of build in this space where people might get anxiety attacks or panic attacks or whatever. And then we also have like your now. And so in the now, we're being super present wherever we're at. We are totally aware of our surroundings. A lot of the times in a functional space, we're giving gratitude. Like even today in my now, it's easy to be here in the now because everything is new, right? Like if I was driving to work and waking up the same time every day and doing the same thing again and again, my brain is like on such an autopilot that's when the brain will tend to go in the past or in the future, and you're thinking of other things. You're not being present while you drive to work because you've done it a million times, right? So that's easy for your brain to wander into one of those other areas. But when we're present in our now, again, it makes it easy when we're having new experiences because it's new and you're totally like, whoa, that's so cool. And when we're being functional, it is that, whoa, it's so cool, and we're giving gratitude, and it's just a great space to be in. And then if it's dysfunctional, a lot of times it'll be like, like this isn't going right, and it could just be right there in that moment, something's frustrating you, and again, it just drops that vibration lower. And for me, like whether your vibration is high or low, it's not good, it's not bad, it's just, it's how's it working for you. If it's low and it's not working for you, then whatever that is, that low is your access point to then be able to jump back into a space that is working for you. So that's kind of cool like that. And so I just wanted to share this because I want to bring kind of just awareness maybe to you. I'm always looking at it with me, like where am I at? Like, was I in the past today? Was I more present today? Was I in the future today? Is it functional? Is it dysfunctional? And for me, I am a pretty analytical person. Like I actually work to practice feelings more, because it's that concept of when we really want something, we have to be it before it happens. And in being it, you have to feel it inside. So sometimes when we're too analytical, it could get a little tricky for us because it's very easy for me to step outside of myself, observe where am I being. I'm detached to how I feel about it because I know it's just a thought, and I understand like scientifically what's happening in my body and why I feel the way that I feel. And because I can detach from it, then I can make cognitive choices to then choose where I actually want to be, whether it's a functional present, past, future, whatever. And so that's what's kind of cool about being analytical, is I'm detached from that. So I hope that kind of makes sense. Dr. Joe Dispenza he is so clear about explaining a lot of the conscious and subconscious mind, and how we're in either like the now and creating in a good way, or not a good way, but creating in a way that is serving us, or if we're just like living in the past and or living in the future in anxiety or depression and not really being able to function the way that we want. Like, he has amazing work if any of you guys want to study it. So Dr. Joe Dispenza. But yeah, so I wanted to share this because of people around me and things that I've been hearing, and then also social media and stuff that I've seen, to maybe give you guys like a stronger compass for yourself. So it's like, if you feel that you've been kind of down and depressed, well, then it lets you know my brain is over in the past and I'm just reliving something that's like not really serving me, which actually it is serving you, because when we look at that and we can gain and frame it with some learning, then that's what reframes it into actual like positivity, things that are going to lift you up. And then that issue or whatever it was now gets to serve your future. So that's why I don't really believe in right and wrong, is because even the low points, those are actually like your gifts, right? So that's where, for me, I like to give a lot of gratitude. And if you feel like you're in the past a lot, or you're in the future a lot, and you want to be in the present like more, you want to be in now more, which is totally what I am like working on, then the first step that you want to do is you want to give gratitude. So like, if this is the room that I'm in, the first thing that, like, if I want to jump into my now, if I'm just being in my head, and then the second I realize I'm in my head and I'm like, oh, okay, wait, this is not serving my life purpose right now, like, why am I worried about the future? Then I go, okay, I'm grateful right now for whatever. And I like to tell people, look at the room you're in, because I can say, like, I'm so grateful that I have a table to eat at. I'm so grateful that I have two legs I can walk with. I'm so grateful for my cherry bomb sisters. Like, whatever it is. And you give gratitude for your now. And if we're being in the now in a dysfunctional way, it's usually because we look at the room around us and we're like, this room isn't what I want. Like, I hate white walls, like blah, blah, blah. Like, this couch isn't even comfortable, like whatever. So that's dysfunctional in our now. So I'm sharing this for us to just observe. Doesn't have to mean anything. It's just like, where are you at? Where do you want to go? Where is your brain living most of the time? Past, present, or future? And then just think, okay, cool. If I want to be in the past, create more gratitude and learning around anything that maybe brings you down. If I want to be in the future and there's that anxiety there, it's like, know that that future one, it doesn't exist, you know? But that feeling of the anxiety is a real thing. But maybe even just knowing that it's just your brain in the future stressing about something, maybe even that awareness will, again, bring you back into your now to be like, I'm good right now. Like, what can I give gratitude right now? Like, how can I calm the anxiety and just be like, where am I at right now? What can I give gratitude to? You know? So again, it's just to like have a spectrum of like where we're living like most of our day. I would say today I was very present in my now, and then I was also in my past, and I was giving a lot of gratitude for things in my past. I was also in my present a little bit, because I'm already planning now like where we're gonna do our next like anniversary, and then I have to remind myself, Lizzie, be present now, like be here now, which I need to be here now and go hang out with my husband. So I need to end this video, but I'll talk more about this probably later. It's just kind of like, again, just to have you think like, where am I living? Past, present, future, functional, dysfunctional. How can I get functional, or how can I step into another space? However that's going to work for you. And then if anybody ever does have questions about this stuff, because there's so much more to it sometimes, and at the same time it can be very simple, but if people want to talk more about that, because we're all human and every single one of us feels all of those things, that we're going to have different ranges of them. But feel free to ever reach out, because I nerd out on this stuff and like I love it, and I think it's so fun, and just humans are fascinating to me. So it's a safe space to share with me, because like I just think it's all great anyways. Like, it's all serving us, and that really just kind of works for my life, you know. So yeah, cheers to day 26. I'm gonna go be present in my now, enjoy my husband and the rest of this trip. And again, thanks for watching, you guys. Hope a lot of that made sense, and yeah, I know that you got it however you needed to. Bye.